Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
Of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
This is Psychedelic Eyeball. Welcome to this Let's Play of System Shock 2.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
We're just gonna use our last few minutes of freedom in order to have a look at the place. Yeah, it definitely hasn't been washed in quite a while. So I guess that's it for this place.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
For a whole lot of people out there, System Shock 2 is generally considered as a cult classic. It's one of the granddaddy of survival horror games out there, and we're just gonna take a look at this city because I doubt that many people even take the time to look at this. We have an audio shop as well as some Happy Noodle shop where there's two people that are just having a friendly chat with absolutely nothing on the counter, so who knows what they're doing there. But right now her duty is to join the UNN. But before we do so, we gotta take a further look into this place in order to get the most important item of this game. Yeah, if you climb all the way over there, you can get a basketball. Yeah, don't ask why you can get this one basketball and how it get there, but just play along for now.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
For the sake of keeping things steady, I will show this in a bonus video.
If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the three key areas of military service: weapons training, technical training, and psionics training. Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area. When you finish training in the three areas, proceed directly to the recruitment center to choose and start your military career. Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the three branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. A shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
This is another feature which defines System Shock 2, the class choice. You could enlist as the Marine, which are the buff guys who shoot a lot of things and which upgrade their guns and which go all around kicking ass. The Navy is all around hacking, circumventing security, and avoiding all trouble. It pretty much is the most balanced class out there, and they are the easier to play. And finally, we have the OSA. These are the psionic people which use their mind to hurt people and accomplish many other tasks. They get a bad rap, so this is why I'll play as them. So here we finally are, at the orbital station. Our job as a UNN agent will finally begin. And this is essentially the character builder of the screen. Yes, speaking of character, he's well-minded at his job. So you build your character by going through missions that are played off-screen, and depending on the missions that you play, you will get different stat boosts.
The OSA welcomes you to Orbital Station Chunlo. Ready yourself to feel the limitations of your mind slipping away. We will guide your path over the next 4 years. The shuttle bays at the center of the station will ferry you to your next stage of growth. When you've chosen, head into the appropriate shuttle bay. Get ready to learn things you've never imagined.
Join the UNN in order to learn how to be a dummy in front of your computer as well than walls. Really, it just seems as if that all the UNN do is stand in front of windows and do absolutely nothing. I hope I'm not gonna turn out like them. So we have 3 hallways right here. Get in front of them in order to get the mission briefing and the skills that you'll acquire.
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Chulun are modulated for your training. You shall spend a year in contemplation of mass, both yours and that of objects, until you can bend them to your intentions. The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Runang await you. A year in meditation on the nature of matter will grant you power over it. The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Shaoling await you. There you will spend a solitary year focused in a meditation on motion and sound, and how they may serve your will.
We're gonna need hacking in our journey at some point, so this skill will be helpful. Like I said, all of the missions are done off-screen, and you get a little resume text that show you what you've done and what skills you've acquired. You're gonna get cryokinesis and tier 2 psi disciplines no matter which door you get, but you get a different psi ability depending on the door that you choose. Alright, so time flies fast. Time to go to another mission.
Your body has been neglected in your training of your mind. On Io, you will find soldiers who wish to test their endurance. You will surpass their physical prowess without compromising your mental discipline. Dr. Chandris Valan's research labs have produced many of this decade's advances in psionic technique. You shall spend a year serving his genius, learning to understand his insights and whims. Sifting the thoughts of treachery and disloyalty from the morass of emotion and internal conflict that fill most mundanes can be disquieting. You shall spend a year building the general strength of your mind, while learning how to probe the thoughts of the less capable without losing yourself.
We've signed up for the psionics, so might as well increase our psionic ability all the way. As much as for year 1 I think that the Cyber Affinity upgrade is far superior, well, in this one here it's not as bad because I think all doors are potentially useful, because having hindrance gets you more hit points and research will make it easier for you to deal with some enemies in the early game. So what's new on Orbital Station? Oh, they finally hired robots in order to do... Really? This is what the UNN is paid to do, to program robots in order to dance the mech arena? I mean, we're in 2114.
Many threats to security can only be defeated from inside. Your mind shall be carefully blanked and conditioned with the nature and past of a criminal. Join with the criminal and rebellious. Endure their squalor and chaos, and then, when it is time, liquidate them from within. In the grand scheme, individuals are no more important than pieces on a game board. Occasionally, it becomes necessary to remove a piece without disturbing the flow of the game. These removals will be done in silence and with complete secrecy. You shall spend a year learning these skills. Acts of political terrorism and corporate coercion disturb corporate and political stability. You shall spend a year battling these chaotic elements, both psionically and by physical force.
Going fast in this game is a big deal, therefore this ability is great compared to the other two. And here we go, we are done building our character. We've underwent through 3 of the 4 years that we have to go through as a UNN soldier. We only have 1 year left, and this is where our real adventure will begin. Let's see what our final posting is.
Reinitializing memory strings. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
Coming up next, the beginning of our adventure.